Friends, I felt prompted by the Holy Spirit today to speak to you about what is going on in our country. And if you are feeling overwhelmed, not sure how to react, on top of the pandemic, there's the issue of racism, riots, a lot of stuff to process right now. I want to invite you to consider how you can turn this confusion or this outrage into something that God can use. I hope you're not going into your political bunkers and going for the easy answers or for the short sound bites about how things should be or who's right and wrong. I hope you'll take this opportunity to dig deeper into your soul. And the metaphor that came to my mind about this is my experience as a pastor. In the way of Jesus, we are trained to not look away from pain, but to delve deep into it. When someone is suffering, we learn how to accompany them. We learn how to be with them. And we don't just show up. We learn, we train, we process our own stuff before we are there. And so I think there's a moment here. This could be a metaphor for us. There is a moment for us to process, to look at what is going on also inside of us and how we can be there in the way of Christ, in the way of love. And so I want to invite you to look at resources, some education possibilities. I know it's overwhelming. The world is overwhelming and we feel like we have to be experts on everything. But this is a serious issue. Racism is a serious issue that I think we can't escape. We can't look away from it, and we are invited to delve deep into it. So I want to invite you to look at some resources. I have a few links and books that I want to share with you, but I also invite you to allow this moment to become a moment for you to dig into your own compassion, to do the next compassionate thing. Don't let the politics, divisions cloud your judgment. Let the vision of Christ be the one to speak to your heart. A couple of years ago, I read a book called Waking Up White. It's an excellent book. It's by Debbie Irving. If you haven't read anything recently on racial issues, or you haven't really delved into it, it's a good place to start, especially if you are white. And this is the opening of the book. She says, "Not so long ago, if someone had called me a racist, I would have kicked and screamed in protest. But I'm a good person. I would have insisted. I don't see color. I don't have a racist bone in my body. I would have felt insulted and misunderstood and stomped off to lick my wounds. That's because I thought being a racist meant not liking people of color or being a name-calling bigot." And so she continues on, and it's an excellent resource, and I believe you can find this. She has a lot of good presentations also online, and I'll send you, I'll list a couple of links on that. So I invite you to dig deep into your heart, into the way of Christ, to find a way to support, to find a way for our country to heal, but a way that is compassionate, that is trained, that's educated, that is not a knee-jerk reaction to any of this. So I pray that God will bring us healing and will continue to use us for greater purposes of transformation in the world.